Hi everyone, it's Eva Pieczak here from Abundant Results Coaching, and today I have my 3 top tips for you how to stay calm, productive, get things done, and also stay empowered and feel positive and inspired throughout this holiday season. First things first, I want to ask you how you're feeling today. Are you feeling totally in charge of your diary and in charge of your time? You're moving step by step around preparation to Christmas and your business? Or do you feel a little bit like a headless chicken running around with your head left somewhere else? I know most entrepreneurs get a little bit antsy just before Christmas because not only you want to close off everything in your business and you want to get things done, but also there's so many commitments coming at you that are unexpected and unusual around your family and around Christmas preparation. And I wanted to share a couple of tips how to deal with this and how to stay in control, how to feel calm and productive and get things done. And then another thing that shows up during Christmas is we sometimes get triggered. We may get triggered by family members, by people that we meet. We may get triggered by our results that we got in 2022 that maybe we wanted better. And again, I want to share how to deal with that. And then last but not least, I'm going to share something how to help you close off the year with inspiration and get excited about 2023. Okay, so first things first, how do you stay productive, calm, orderly when there is pre-Christmas madness? You know, one of the best productivity tools that I received from Bob Proctor is 6 goal achieving activities, and it does work wonders to calm my mind and to focus on the most important tasks first. Whether this is most important tasks in the business or most important tasks around family commitments, when I know how to list and prioritize what I'm supposed to do, and I just knock them off one after another, I really feel focused, calm, and in control of my time and really, really productive. And this whole hectic time does not get to me. Okay, so what is 6 goal achieving activities? Well, you basically sit down and you list 6 most important tasks that you want to accomplish for the day. So usually we use this tool to achieving your C-type goals. So you would wake up in the morning and you would list 6 most important tasks that you need to carry out in order to move forward towards your goal today. And then what you would do, you would prioritize them. So what are the most important tasks that will make the biggest difference? And they go on your to-do list first. Usually, when it comes to business, these would be money generating, money income producing tasks. And then what you do, you list the 6 activities and you carry them out in order. And what I mean in order is you start with the most important task. You don't think about number 2 until you finish number 1, and then you keep moving. And what it does, it helps you keep your mind in order. Even if additional tasks keep coming at you during the day, you just put them on your list and then you add them later on, you prioritize later on. But you know you're going to focus on the most important tasks. It helps you stay calm. It helps you stay orderly. It helps you get things done. You actually feel very productive. And so it's not about finishing 6, it's about doing the most important things first. And so let's say if you finish 3 tasks, then you the next day you get up and you still list 6 tasks, right? And you can do the same with your commitments around the house, around your family. You can do your to-do list in terms of starting with the most important tasks first, and then you just knock them off one after another. And I don't know about you, but I tend to be very detail oriented, and when there is a lot of things coming at me, I have this desire to knock them out first, and then I may have tendency to not get to the most important tasks first. So this really helps me to stay orderly and stay productive and not allow chaos to get into my head. So hope that's useful for you. The second tip that I have for you is how to stay inspired and empowered during Christmas when maybe you're seeing family members or maybe you're seeing people visiting that maybe you're not really resonating with. You know, I know myself I love my family and I love going to Poland, but um, usually when I go home, I'm not the best, most positive self. And I've discovered there's a multitude of things that contribute to that. Number one, I sometimes overstep my self-care and my mindset, and I just get into being with everybody. Sometimes, when I'm surrounded by certain people that may not have the same mindset as I am, and maybe, they just, they complain or they have lower energy. Eventually, if I don't do my mindset rituals every day, eventually it gets to me. And it's just like, it's just that time requires extra care an extra toolbox so that you don't react to other people, you respond. Okay. And so what this is a tool that we teach in thinking into results, responding versus reacting. Responding means that you are you are calm in the face of adversities. So when there's, I don't know, people pushing your buttons around you, when there's results that you're not happy about, when things are not happening as fast as you would like to, you still manage to be calm and inspired and then find solutions quickly, as opposed to feeling frustrated, hectic, controlling, and making things happen, and then things just fall apart. So how do we do this? I love a tool called Facts and Stories. So, whenever I feel triggered emotionally by a person or situation, I take a notepad or I take notes in my phone and I write out what just happened. So, what did I observe physically with my eyes? What was the event? And then I ask myself, the next question is, what story did my mind make up about this event that makes me feel off? Or what assumption for the future did my mind make up about this event that makes me feel off? And I list that, and then I ask myself, is this story empowering me? If the answer is no, then I ask myself, how can I change the story? What other story or interpretation of what just happened I could have? What other assumptions I could have that would be more empowering? I list them, I read them multiple times, my energy changes, my emotional state is in order. So let me give you an example. Okay, that's a different example. Maybe it's not to do with family members, but I'll just give you my latest example. So I am here in a beautiful 5-star suite in a beautiful spa hotel. I just delivered a 5-day workshop, our final workshop for the year, and there is an extractor fan behind my bed. And basically, there's an agreement that I have with the hotel staff that every day 11:30 p.m. the extractor fan is turned off and I can sleep peacefully. And Wednesday, the night before opening the cart in my workshop and inviting participants to join our Thinking into Results mentorship program, I'm lying in my bed. It's already past 11:30 and the extractor fan is not turning off. And I didn't sleep very well the 2 nights before for different reasons. And I was just really, really eager to rest and feel empowered and inspired for the next day. And so I'm calling the receptionist and I say, listen, guys, the extractor fan is not off. We agreed that it's going to be off. And the poor guy, there was a new receptionist, and he says to me, and well, we don't know what happened, and it may not be off, or it may go off, it may not go off. We don't know what time and if. And I just flipped out in that moment because I knew, I started worrying about my performance the next day because I was worried that I'm not going to sleep. And so I asked, can you move me to a different room? Is there a different room where I could go spend the night so that I can get some sleep? And he said, we're fully booked. And at that point, my mind went bananas. I invest $900 per night in this suite, and I'm a very, very regular customer, and I was just like, my mind was like, oh my God, they are not taking care of me. I'm gonna mess up the masterclass. What am I gonna do? I feel helpless, and I started feeling really frustrated and helpless and not a good emotional state. And so then half an hour later, I called him again. I calmed down and I asked, listen, is there a manager on duty? And thank God, a lovely manager that we are friends with picked up. and believe it or not, one customer did not show up and she had one room for me, so I was able to move. But when I moved into that room, I had heart palpitations. I was so aggravated and so stressed out about the next day. It took me a while to calm down, and I used the tool of facts and stories to change my emotional state so that I can sleep and feel empowered the next day. And so what I did, I pulled out my notes in my phone and I wrote what happened, what story or assumption for the future did my mind make it mean, and what more empowering story that I could tell myself about what just happened. So what happened? What did my mind observe? This extractor fan wasn't turned off, and I was told that there is no other room I can sleep in, and I reacted. That's what happened. Okay. Then what is the meaning or the story that my mind gave it? Well, oh my God, I'm like a VIP customer here paying the highest rates and they're not taking care of me. They don't have a room for me. I am too soft on them. My fiance is a ex-GM in the hotel industry, and he always tells me off that I never argue for what I what I pay for. I don't like arguments, but that got turned on. And I had all sorts of stories similar to that. Then I had assumption for the future that, oh my God, I'm going to mess up the masterclass if I sleep a few hours. And that's triggered energy of worry. So I wrote out these meanings or assumptions and asked myself, is this serving me? Is this helping me feel empowered for tomorrow? No. Okay, so what are different stories or assumptions that I could tell myself to flip that on its head and to feel calm and inspired? So then I wrote things like, the hotel staff is doing the best they can. It's an accident. Whatever happened, it's the extractor was not turned on. It's a system issue, whatever. They're always doing their best. And at the end of the day, I have a room to sleep on and it's comfortable and I'm really grateful. And the second new meaning that I wrote was that I'm still going to have great energy for the masterclass. I'm going to sleep a few hours and then I'm going to have a nap next day if I have to. And my energy doesn't come from how much I sleep. It comes from my inspiration to help people. When I wrote these and I read them out loud a few times, I suddenly calmed down. I felt beautiful, inspired, peaceful, grateful energy, and I came back to myself. And so this is how you can break down facts and stories around family or around situations during Christmas where you feel triggered emotionally. And this helps you really be grateful and stay in the beautiful present moment, enjoying your time with your loved ones and enjoying this festive period. The last thing that I wanted to share with you is really how to approach 2022 before you step into 2023. One thing that I do on 31st of every year, 31st of December, I write out my gratitude list, and I write up to 50, even 100 sometimes, reasons that I'm grateful for everything that happened and all the lessons that I created or attracted in 2022. And I don't necessarily write out what I miss out on. I just write out all the things that I'm grateful for. And after writing out number 20, I feel profound bliss and profound joy and so blessed with my life that even if there were challenges, I just feel so grateful. And then in that energy, I restate my goals for 2023 and I feel inspired more than ever. So I love this kind of approach. I know sometimes people reflect on their year and they're like, oh, but this doesn't happen, this didn't happen. That doesn't make you feel good. If you want to attract something that feels amazing, you want to feel amazing to attract it. So you really want to create feeling of gratitude, regardless how far you've come. I promise you there's things to celebrate. And there is even things that are, obvious good, but there's also lessons that you attracted that helped you move forward, even from challenging situations. So I hope these tools help you stay productive, in control, in charge of your emotions, and really, really enjoy this festive season. And I also want to wish you happy Christmas. And I want to wish you to feel present with those around you. Celebrate people, celebrate relationships, celebrate your year, and get inspired about 2023 because you know what? Life is a journey, and we can go through this journey thinking what we haven't accomplished, or we can be grateful and eager for more. So I hope that helps you. And once again, happy Christmas, Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Take care.